The Golden State Warriors have just made a bold move, one that has fans buzzing and analysts debating. Quinton Post, a name that some may not have seen coming, is now officially part of the roster under a two-way contract. But what does this mean for the team's dynamics, and more importantly, what about Daquan Plowden, the promising player who was just waived? The upcoming training camp could see some serious competition, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's dive into what this all means for the future of the Warriors. Warriors fans, we've just seen a shakeup that adds a whole new layer to the 2024-2025 season. Quinton Post, the 52nd overall pick in this year's draft, is officially joining the team on a two-way contract. Post, a 7-foot center who can stretch the floor, is already creating waves in discussions about how he fits into the Warriors system. But the decision to waive Daquan Plowden, a player many saw as a rising star after his impressive summer league performance, raises questions. This move isn't just about numbers on a roster, it's about the strategic puzzle pieces that will define this season's success. Before we break it all down, if you're passionate about the Warriors and want the latest insights as we head into training camp, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We're diving deep into these moves, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's get right into how Quinton Post's arrival impacts the team. First things first, Quinton Post isn't just another draft pick. He brings a unique profile that the Warriors have been missing, a 7-footer with the ability to stretch the floor. In today's NBA, having a big man who can shoot from the outside is almost a necessity, and Post fits that mold perfectly. Not only does he offer range, but he also adds much-needed size to the Warriors roster. At 7 feet, he stands as the tallest player on the team, surpassing even Kevin Looney and Tracy Jackson-Davis, who are both listed at 6 feet 9 inches. This height difference alone could give the Warriors an edge in rim protection, rebounding, and spacing. On the other side of the equation, we have Daquan Plowden, a player who had fans excited after his summer league showing. Plowden's athleticism and 3-and-D skill set made him look like a strong candidate for a two-way contract. Yet, here we are, with him being waived to make room for Post. This decision seems tough at first glance, especially given Plowden's potential, but the Warriors aren't closing the door on him entirely. He's expected to compete for a spot in training camp, which means the battle is far from over. But the road ahead will be challenging. Let's not forget, Plowden won't be the only one vying for that last two-way slot. With sharpshooting wing Blake Hinson also on an Exhibit 10 deal and versatile ball handler Pat Spencer in the mix, the competition is stiff. Steve Kerr's system thrives on versatility, which means that players who can do a little bit of everything, like Spencer, might have a leg up. Plowden's strengths lie in his athleticism and defense, but will that be enough when the competition is bringing shooting and ball handling to the table? It's a battle of skill sets, and only time will tell who will emerge victorious. Speaking of skill sets, let's take a closer look at what Post brings to the team. As a stretch center, he offers something rare, a big man who can score from beyond the arc. In a Warriors system that emphasizes ball movement and spacing, Post's ability to stretch the defense could open up a lot of opportunities for Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and even Andrew Wiggins. Imagine the floor spacing when Post is parked at the three-point line, pulling opposing bigs out of the paint. It's a nightmare for defenses, and Post could be the X factor that pushes this team's offense to another level. However, Post isn't just an offensive weapon. His size and potential as a rim protector make him an intriguing addition on the defensive end as well. While the Warriors aren't traditionally known for having dominant shot blockers, they do rely on smart, positional defense. If Post can learn to protect the rim effectively without sacrificing his ability to stretch the floor, he could become a dual-threat player, something that every team in the league covets. His development in this area will be key as the Warriors navigate a loaded Western Conference. But while Post's potential is exciting, we can't ignore the human element here. For Plowden, this is undoubtedly a tough pill to swallow. After showing promise in Summer League, to be waived just before camp has to feel like a setback. However, in the NBA, resilience is key. Plowden still has a chance to prove himself, and with the Warriors still valuing his skill set enough to invite him to training camp, the door is still open. It's now on Plowden to fight for his place, knowing full well that the odds may be stacked against him. As we head into training camp, the competition for that final two-way spot is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines to watch. Will Plowden rise to the occasion and reclaim his spot? Or will one of the other contenders, like Hinson or Spencer, seize the opportunity? And how will Quinton Post fit into the Warriors' plans as they prepare for what promises to be an intense and competitive season? One thing is for sure, this isn't the end of the story, it's just the beginning. If you're as excited as we are to see how this all plays out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. We'll be bringing you updates every step of the way as we gear up for another thrilling Warriors season. Stay tuned.